Ladies and gentlemen, hey, hi, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Thanks so much for stopping by. Obviously, right now, all the hype in Call of Duty is around Season 4. We've got that dropping here for Cold War and Modern Warfare and Warzone shortly, although, of course, Modern Warfare probably is not going to see too much content for that. However, over the past few days, there's been some very interesting things going on in the world of Call of Duty in general, right? For one, we got an update to Modern Warfare over the weekend that really doesn't make much sense whatsoever, but it also seems to tease some future changes coming to Warzone in a way. Then we've also got some new information that surfaced regarding Call of Duty 2021, or Vanguard, or World War II Vanguard, whatever you want to call it. So as we break it all down today, if you enjoy the video at any point, let me know by dropping a like on it, would be seriously appreciated. And of course, if you're new here, or if you haven't already subscribed, I am always covering everything going on in COD, news, intel, updates, leaks, it's all right here. So feel free to subscribe, that way you can always stay up to date. Now, let's talk Modern Warfare first and foremost, because this is one of the stranger things we've seen happen to the game in quite some time, and it's especially weird considering no one ever said anything about it. Infinity Ward did not mention the update, Raven did not mention the update, Activision didn't. It was, not acknowledged in any way, shape, or form, which I would have assumed they would have at least said something, but I guess the same thing happened with all the DLC weapons, the CX-9, the RAL LMG, all that stuff. Maybe it's just a trend at this point, whatever. Anyway, last Thursday, we got the routine playlist update for, all three titles. Cold War got its final modes of Season 3, Warzone got its final modes of Season 3, Modern Warfare also got a new playlist update as well, and it was pretty much the usual stuff. We had Shoot the Ship, we had Ground War, we had Gunfight. We also had a mode called Stocked Up, Locked Down. Now, at the time, I didn't recognize this playlist. I didn't remember it ever being in the game. I did some searching up, and apparently we had it like a long time ago, and it was a combination of Shoot House and Atlas Superstore 24/7. So, like we have Shoot the Ship, which is Shoot House and Shipment. We had Stocked Up, Locked Down, which was Atlas Superstore and Shoot House, and you had modes like TDM and Kill Confirmed and Domination and Hardpoint, all the usual stuff, right? But that was not the case this time. Also, it doesn't help that when the playlist was actually live, when you went over like the whole name for it, it didn't say like any description. Usually it'll say all Shoot House, all Shipment, all the time or whatever, all Shoot House, all Atlas Superstore all the time, whatever the case may be. This one didn't have any details regarding what the mode was. It was just sort of playing off of the name. So just simply looking at the playlist, you could assume it was a usual Modern Warfare playlist. When I go over the playlist, most of the time I know what they are off the top of my head. I didn't go in and jump into the playlist, the mode, to see what it was. Lo and behold, I got a few comments, I got a few tweets, I started jumping in the game, and I queued into Stocked Up, Locked Down last week. And lo and behold, it started off as Warzone Rumble on Rebirth Island, which actually, I believe off the top of my head is the first time ever that Modern Warfare and Cold War had anything to do with each other. Of course, we've seen Modern Warfare and Warzone integrate, that's how Warzone started. We've seen Cold War and Warzone integrate. We've never seen Modern Warfare and Cold War integrate. Obviously, you can't use Modern Warfare weapons in Cold War multiplayer. You can't use Cold War weapons in Modern Warfare multiplayer. You can't interchange the camos or anything like that. This, though, is something that completely came out of left field, right? You jump into Stocked Up, Locked Down. On the menu, it clearly says Warzone, Rebirth Island, Warzone Rumble. Then when you get into game, it is actually that. You could jump in, you could use whatever loadout you wanted to, Modern Warfare weapons, Cold War weapons, and it was actually Warzone Rumble on Rebirth Island, which I don't believe we've had so far. I don't play a ton of Rebirth, although it is really fun when I do. I don't think we've had Rumble on Rebirth before, so that was a new mode in and of itself, and it definitely was not the right mode, because Stocked Up, Locked Down only featured Warzone Rumble on Rebirth for a few hours. Then the mode was actually completely taken out of the game for a little bit. Stocked Up, Locked Down didn't even appear on the menu as a possible playlist. And then a little bit after that, it was re-added back in. And lo and behold, I think it was Shoot House and Atlas Superstore 24/7. I tried to queue into a bunch of games. I queued into like 6 or 7 in a row, and all I got was Shoot House. So maybe it's just Shoot House 24/7 at this point. If you've played Atlas Superstore on it, by all means, let me know down in the comments below. But it's definitely not Warzone Rumble on Rebirth Island anymore. So that's an update that makes no sense. Clearly, it was some sort of issue. It was some sort of bug in the back end between Infinity Ward and Raven. I'm not sure quite how that happened, because it was just like a basic playlist update. How Warzone and Rebirth Island, in and of itself made it into Modern Warfare multiplayer's playlist, I'm not too sure, but I also don't know that much about game design and what it takes to do things like that on a weekly basis. So pardon my ignorance there, but it's a very, very weird update. sort of a secret update because I didn't really see all that many people talking about it outside of the few comments and the few tweets I got about it. When I tweeted about it, it sure seemed like it took a lot of people by surprise. Everyone's like, wait, I can go into Modern Warfare multiplayer and level up my Cold War weapons, which technically, yeah, for a short period of time, you could. Very weird stuff, but this whole situation as a whole actually sort of teases what could be coming to Rebirth Island here. Obviously, Warzone Rumble on Rebirth could be a future playlist. And while we're on the topic of that, does anyone else feel like Rebirth should basically be Verdansk 2.0 in the sense that every week we have the Verdansk playlists of solos, trios, duos, quads, all that stuff for normal Battle Royale? Rebirth should probably also have like Resurgence, duos, trios, and quads, and then a normal solos mode. And then each of them has one LTM. We get a Verdansk LTM, we get a Rebirth LTM. So there'd be a total of technically at least 8 playlists. I guess 9 because we'd have to have Plunder as well. But it just seems weird that Rebirth doesn't have like all the standard stuff, whereas Verdansk always does, when Rebirth is honestly pretty popular. But, you know, long story short here, it looks like Warzone Rumble is going to be coming to Rebirth Island, and it's so strange that it actually first appeared in Modern Warfare multiplayer. Now, like I mentioned earlier, we also got some new information on COD 2021 Vanguard, as it's pretty much speculated to be called at this point. Bear in mind, at the end of the day, this is all just quote-unquote leaks and rumors, so nothing is set in stone, nothing is official, it's all subject to change, so take everything we're about to mention with a grain of salt. However, the MW2 Ghost did mention over on Twitter a few things about the game that he's apparently seen recently. He said he saw some footage of the game. I'm not sure where it surfaced, but he said there were definitely World War II uniformed soldiers, which again sort of points at the fact that this game will be World War II based. Technically, it's not officially confirmed that it'll be a World War II game, but everything that we've heard about it so far points in that direction. He also says he saw the Car 98, which of course makes sense, but they were using MW 2019's assets for it, and apparently the HUD, or the heads-up display, looked just like World War II's. Then the MW2 Ghost also says that an integration of headquarters might be coming back for Vanguard. If you don't remember, headquarters was like the whole social space that World War II had previously, where you could go in, you could challenge people to 1v1s, you could open supply drops, there was like a whole verification leaderboard. That's like all I grinded back in World War II. I needed to be verified in the lobby because they won't do it on Twitter. Yeah, apparently headquarters might be coming back. The keyword there is might. Would be a cool feature though, nonetheless. Definitely something that's very unique in Call of Duty that we really haven't seen too much of. But yeah, there you have it. With all of that being said, that is the sort of secret Modern Warfare update that was by far one of the strangest things that we've seen in quite some time. The new information that we've got on COD World War II, or COD Vanguard. And that is going to wrap things up for today. If you enjoyed the video, let me know by dropping a like on it. And of course, if you're new here, or if you haven't already subscribed, I am always covering everything going on in COD. News, intel, updates, it's all right here. So feel free to subscribe with your notifications turned on. That way you'll always know whenever I upload a new video. As always, if you want to check out any of my partners, be sure to use code WhosImmortal for a discount on all Scuff, G Fuel, Gamer Advantage, and Control Freak products. The links for all those can be found down in the description below. But once again, thanks so much for tuning in, and until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.